quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And out across midfield, down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On 3rd down, Jackson. And oh, that nearly an opening drive by the team, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ballgame.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some pushing. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. There he goes, right side. The 20. 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Hurts. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
Ready, break!
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Smith catches left side. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith on the receiving end for Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Ready, set.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
Open man is Duvernay.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Jackson on 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
This time Jackson will throw it.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Look at the big man rumble. 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return. And a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A very limited time left to get in the field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. right around the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
It got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
They'll run with Dobbins.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Dobbins once more.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back and forth. But Hurts fumbles it.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A.J. Brown, 59 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll line up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson now.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Another run here with Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right.
That Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Down to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Incomplete as well. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Three.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with a minute 15 left to go in the 2nd half.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. They go play action with Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as a stop with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This to almost certainly win the football game. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's taking you as a defense.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands.